Hey there, how's it going? So, I wanted to make this video a little bit different, a little bit more personal, uh, just a little bit for myself, really, in uh, in the sense that I could probably, go back to this video and reflect a little bit and see how I did in regards to the topic I want to discuss today, and that is my stresses and anxieties that I've been feeling lately with leaving the Marine Corps. So I've talked to a lot of people about it. I've been venting to some friends, close friends, peers, family members, what have you. And you know, the best advice I've gotten so far is to just simply appreciate it while I'm in. You know, learn to reflect on the good moments, and but also not to forget the reasons why I am getting out. And although my reasons aren't necessarily malicious or, uh, you know, ill in nature, for the lack of a better word, um, that's not to say there weren't definitely some bad experiences in the Marine Corps. It's not sunshine and rainbows in the Marine Corps, but that's neither here nor there. Overall, I had a great experience in the Marine Corps, and I don't regret much of it. In fact, this is why I'm having this video, right? Because I am about 4 months away from EASing, 4 months away from, starting the next chapter of my life where I'm excited and I'm finally, passionate about the next step in my journey, and I really feel deeply inside of me that it is for me. It's the journey that is indicated for me, and that is electrical engineering, pursuing a degree in electrical engineering and working in the energy sector, right? I'm very passionate about it. I believe that our nation, our world, needs a little bit more attention in the energy sector. So I'll go a little bit deeper later on in the future, but for now, I want to keep it more so just like I said, personal, and a little bit just for me to reflect back on. But one of the biggest issues I seem to be facing right now is the fact that I joined the military when I was 17 years old, straight out of high school. So it's all I know, right? And I have no idea what the civilian world is going to be like. And a lot of the people that I'm currently in right now, they don't know either. There are a few of them who did have side jobs and stuff, but none of them really who have full on careers, right? The people that have been in for as long as I have typically got in, when they were younger or with very little actual experience in the civilian sector. So the only people I could really rely on are the people that were in while I was in the first enlistment and decided to get out, and they're doing okay for themselves. But it's hard. It's hard to really take their word for it and just believe that everything's going to be okay. The Marine Corps has pushed you to be healthy. It's pushed you to focus on your fitness to the best of its abilities. It pays you decently. Not great, but decently. There's structure. And there is a feeling of brotherhood or sisterhood, and there is that feeling. And my brother, he actually left the Marine Corps after 4 years and went to the Army, and he said that that's something he really missed and something that is very absent in other branches. So I can't say for certain that that's the case, but he switched out, he rotated out, and he says that. So he does say that the Marine Corps is a little cultish, but like I said, I don't have a perspective of whether that's true or not. But yeah, it's tough and it's scary. Who knows? I mean, I'm so used to receiving, the income I get now. I know when I get paid. I know what's expected of me. I've been in for 9 years. I know what is expected of me. I know what's needed of me. I did turn down E6 Staff Sergeant selection because I decided to get out. So I did not extend or reenlist. So I got an R3 Oscar. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty much a re-enlistment code, and it prevents you from getting promoted or PCSing to another unit. So you're pretty much done. It's pretty much you know this is the last stop essentially. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here, and this is the end of my trip in the Marine Corps. So yeah, who knows? I have a lot of faith that my aspirations in life, will lead to something good. I do have a lot of faith in that, but it's stressful, especially with how things are going now, where everything seems to be political, where even the military is very political, and I don't mean that in the sense of perhaps what you see on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. I don't mean it in that sense, because to be quite honest, all that it's a little bit dramatized, right? That's not necessarily what we see in the military every single day, or really ever. But what I mean by political is there's a lot of tension in the military itself with how society is doing. So we stress out a little bit about how society is doing, what direction it is going towards. Not necessarily in the military itself, being concerned with itself, at least not for the Marine Corps, but more so concerned with how society is doing. And so that's mostly where the uncertainty comes from. But the economy, we saw crazy inflations this year, and my generation, I think this is the first time we ever witnessed it in our adult lives. I'm 26 years old, and this is definitely the worst I've ever encountered. Things got expensive really, really fast out of nowhere. I've never seen anything like it. I do work with older individuals who have had it rough like that in their past, and they've seen it and they've experienced it in the past. But we in this generation have never seen anything like it. So it's different. It's tough. It's a scary thing to think about. And with the economy, what are jobs going to be like? Are they gonna have a demand for people in the energy sector? I believe so. I want to say I hope so, for the right reasons. I hope so. And what I mean by that is I hope that there is a demand to upgrade and sustain our grid rather than try to fix it, right? From catastrophe. So, and then also, one of the trendiest topics out there right now, which is AI. Who knows what's going to happen with AI? You have ChatGPT, can practically do everything. But it is getting a little dumber. I think everybody has ChatGPT, and they probably noticed that it is getting a little dumber as time goes on. But still, are they going to need any engineers with AIs this capable? Are they going to need anything with AIs this capable? So this is just for me. Like I said, it's just really a venting video to probably reflect back in the future and laugh at a few things, or maybe realize that some things were definitely a valid concern for the future. But nonetheless, I'm excited, and I look forward to going to school full time. Later on, I do want to make a video about how I managed to get an associate's degree while in the Marine Corps. If you're interested in watching that's coming. That'll be out there pretty soon. I think it's important for people that are potentially considering enlisting to know these things, right? And I'm not a recruiter, but I will say the Marine Corps has probably been one of the best decisions I have made. And again, I'm not a recruiter, and again, I am getting out for good reasons. But I think for the majority of people out there, I think they would benefit from doing 4 years in the Marine Corps. I really mean that. I think the Marine Corps has a holistic approach that when you adopt it, when you make it a part of your life, it takes you places, right? It takes you places, and I don't see anything else. Uh, I don't see anything else giving you that experience or giving you that holistic, philosophy. But yeah, a few months and I'll be a full-time student at Jacksonville University. I recently transferred over to Jacksonville University, so it's a nice school. It's a nice campus. But I'll definitely miss all the people that I'm leaving behind, I guess. But I guess they're not going anywhere. All right. I think another main reason why I actually decided to make this video was because for the last week or so, it's just been getting heavier and heavier, like more and more stressful as time goes on, because you realize that your time's almost up, and some people count the days, and there are days when I am counting the days to move on, and there are days when I don't want them to end. I want to keep doing this. The only thing I could really hope for now is that if there are any leaders out there that were perhaps looking forward to me commissioning or staying in, re-enlisting, just overall continuing to serve in the Marine Corps, I just really hope that they understand where I'm coming from and understand that it wasn't really them, at least not the good ones. They weren't really the problem, and I hope that, I hope they don't feel let down, I guess. And you know what, I not necessarily that I hope that, I just hope that they don't feel like they failed me, because they didn't, right? They didn't fail me. They did everything that they could to guide me and lead me and mentor me to the best of their abilities. So, and I'm taking that with me. But anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about. Just something quick, something easy, something for me, right? So I can reflect back on this and see what's changed. Anyways, see ya.